buggy on a Q plate. Not many beaches in Crewe. Always gives you confidence, doesn't it, when you have to get someone to push it out. A Rover Stirling, and some monstrosity. What is it, Dave?
I don't know. I haven't worked it out yet.
Welcome back to the Car UK channel. Right, another auction video, and today it's a classic car auction video. We're going to carry on where we left off from our previous classic video, where we went to Angular Car Auctions in Norfolk, where we picked up actually this fantastic Ford Escort Cabriolet. Now, there's plenty more vehicles we saw that day, and of course I want to show you what else went through that auction, because there were some really interesting vehicles that went through that sale. Now, if you're interested in getting involved or going to one of these auctions, I'll put the details in the link screen below, where you can find the details for Angular Car Auctions classic sales, and also they do normal car auctions as well, normal traditional sales. So all their details are online, so make sure you check that one out. But without further ado, let's see what else was available that day at the sales and what we were looking at and potentially bidding on from our latest sale in August 2025. So let's get straight into the auction action.
Now, I've had a couple of these in my time. MG Maestro 2-litre AFIs. This one is a bit rough. A bit rough. Wants a free paint, obviously. They usually go on the bottoms of the doors. Well, they usually go everywhere. Arches as well. Yeah, but seen better days. I've had a few of these. And, you know, I do like them. I shouldn't really, because they weren't exactly brilliant. Compared to some other things you could have bought brand new in 1987, but I don't know, I had a soft spot for them. They go well. We'll see what it does anyway. Right, the old rusty Maestro. Now, don't get me wrong, if this was a very clean example, and with alloys on, I don't know why it's got wheel trims on, really, should have alloys, but I mean, some did come with trims, but most of them had alloys. If it was a nice one with alloys, I would be giving serious money for it. I used to have a few of these and I miss having one. I would buy another one again tomorrow if it was right money. Sadly, this one is not going to do anywhere near what you could have to pay for a nice clean one. Although second hand it's doing £2,700, which, wow, this goes to show how much these have gone up. The last one I bought was 600 quid, although that was 13 years ago, and it was mint. Wow. This car wants a full respray, by the way. Can't believe that's doing that much money. When I say it wants a full respray, I mean literally it needs a full respray. Every single panel has got rust on it, even the pillars. It's not a nice example. If that's worth nearly £3,000, or more than £3,000 with the fees, a very clean EF, bear in mind this is not a turbo, this is an EFI, then they must be worth £7-8 now, maybe, for a nice one. Turbos must be, well, no, turbos are worth somewhere in the region of about 12 to 15 grand now for nice examples. But yeah, these have seems to have rocketed, if that's anything to go off that market value. That has shocked me, that. Little beach buggy on a Q plate. So it's obviously been a kit car at some point in its life. Believed to be registered date from 1997, so I don't know what it's supposed to be. But it's classed as a VW beach buggy. Got 1.5 in it. Nice little setup. It's an interesting thing to buy. You just want to drive it home 3 hours. You're going to have a broken back. My back's not in the best of shapes at the moment, as it is. 5 to 6 grand sort of guide on it. Not many beaches in Crewe. There we go now, little buggy. So we've worked out it's a 1500 Beetle originally. It's been converted in about 97 to obviously a beach buggy. Oh yeah. Nice roadie.
Nice little thing actually.
Yeah.
Nearly right that many.
home with it, if I'm honest.
Yeah, nice enough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice.
I don't know the value on it.
I don't myself. It's not a weird thing, that. No. Oh, he's off. Right, a couple of interesting ones. LMGF. And a little beast here. Show her eye looks. Did up 50 pounds, easy glue. This all buzzing. Yeah, wow. The switches on it. Never been touched on it. Standard. I like it though. I wouldn't want to drive it back for 3 hours on the A50. I don't expect it's going to be very comfy.
Last over 20 plus years, London history miles MOT until August next year, so it's 53,000 miles. Here to sell. Nice bit of fun to the end of the summer, 1700. That's 1700 pound bid here now on that one, 1700 look at 18 quick away, that's 1700 pound my bid here. That's 1700 pound bid there now, that's 1700 look at 18 quick away, that's 1700 pound my bid here.
Expensive that.
1700 pound where are we? That's 1700 pound bid, 1800 so I can see there, so that 1800 pound bid. That 1800 pound bid right in front now, that 1800. That 1800, 1900, that 1900 third up, sir. £2,000, thank you, at £2,000 bid. That £2,000 bid there now, in the room now, that £2,000 at £2,000. That £2,000 at £2,000, 2-1 at the back. At 2-1, all 8 intense, yours sir, at back at 2-1. At 2-1, 2-2, not now. At 2002, at 2-2, 2-3. At 2-3, at 2,300, 2-4 now online. At 2-4, at 2-4, 2-5. At 2,500 bid. At 2,500, 2-6. At 2-6 here online. 2-7 back in the room. At 2007. At 2007, 8 would you like to there with 2-8. At 2008. At 2,800 pound bid there now. 2-9. At 2-9. At 2,900 now it's back to the room at 3,000 pound bid here now. At 3,000. At 3,000 pounds. You sure? Thank you, sir. At 3,000 pound bid here now it is going once, twice, but or a 3. That's yours. That's at 3,000. Then we go on to the 1977 Toyota Hilux there. Great colour for a Hilux as well. Petworth bought from Thailand back in 2022. Restored in Thailand. Sits well.
Sits well.
Good colour where we were 4-6. At 4,600 pound there now at 4-6. So it's 7 quick away up to 4,600 pound bid. At 4,600 here now. 7 quick away up to 4,600 pound. At 4,600 pound bid there now at 4-6. At 4,600, 4-7. At 4-7, 4-8. At 4,800 pound it is. At 4-8 it's just provisional. At 4-8. At 4,800 pound bid here now at 4,008. Look at 9 quickly coming, but at 4,800 pound it is now going once. 4,800 pound it is going twice. Just provisional at 4,800. Last. That's just provisional with you. At 4,800.
We're going to get back into the auction video in just 30 seconds time, but I need to ask you a quick question. Have you got your tickets for the latest new Car UK raffle? Because we are raffling off this fantastic Ford Focus ST2. This stunning example, 2-litre turbocharged engine with 250 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in just over 6 seconds, completely unmolested, original example, can be yours for just £1. It's a really stunning example. It's been well looked after, arguably in the best colour. It comes fully serviced and with a full MOT ready to roll. And if you don't want the Ford Focus ST for some reason, then don't worry, because there is a cash alternative prize of £3,000. But to get involved with the raffle, you need to be getting tickets, and to do that you need to get yourself down in the link description, where you can find our link to Raffle, who host our draws for us, where you can buy your tickets, and there are bundle offers back on for the launch, so you can get masses of free tickets. So you better spend £5, £10, £20, etc. You get additional free tickets, so make sure you do that to give you the best possible chance of winning that fantastic Ford Focus ST. Right, anyway, let's get back into the auction video.
A rare one here, another one, Mark 1 Metro. This is a proper early one, HLS 81, so this is in the first year of production, or first 12 months anyway. Didn't come out in late 80. And you can tell it's an early one because it's still got the original name of the car, which is what it was supposed to have been called, Austin Mini Metro, which they dropped the name about a year later and just called it the Metro, because they carried on with the Mini anyway. It was meant to replace it but never did. And these early Mark 1 dashes, which I always thought looked quite well actually. Very ergonomic. I think they slept up that changing that dash, to be honest, to the later ones. But it's got a bit of lean on it though. No reserve, we'll see what it makes. There it is, the Mini Metro. And it is a real Mini Metro. Front suspension's a bit pissed up as always. Well, 75 one. Don't have our Lincoln. For the Mini Metro. Oh, he's jossed it. He's jossed it. Does he refire? No. Always gives you confidence, doesn't it, when you have to get someone to push it out. Right, try and keep my hands in my pockets now. Maserati coming in. Quattroporte, be a 4.2 V8. Sound like $1 million. And it won't cost you $1 million because it's only up for 4 to 5 grand. I suspect it'll do more than that because I know what these do, and they usually retails like 8 to 10 grand for sort of this sort of era. So I would imagine it's probably going to be 7, 6, 7. So I think the guide's a bit low unless it's got faults of it. It does say it hasn't got a driver's window's not working, which is very honest of the seller. But
That's 5, 1, that's 5, 1, 10, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, limited 5, 2, limited. That's 5, 2, 10, 5, 3, down, that's 14. That's 52, 100, that's 5, 2, that's 5, 3. That's 5, 3, and get 4, get 5, 4. That's 5, 4, 10, 55. That's 5, 4. That's 54, 100, that's 5, 5 anyway. That's 54, 100. Why have you done the wrong? That's 54, 100, that's 55, 3. That's 5,400 pence. That's 5,400. Visual this all night.
5,500 quid.
That's 5,400 pence. That's 50. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to say, there you go, you're buying. That's 5,400 pounds. I'll take a chance.
6 grand out the door though for a Maserati. 4.2. No. Can't remember what the BHP is on these, but 4.2s were somewhere around 400 brake, if I remember rightly. Might be a bit less in the saloon. 800 quid. Yeah, 62. I've got it in sports mode though, has he?
Not the valves, aren't they?
No, he hasn't got the valve open. Oh, now we're talking. A couple of gems here. A Rover Sterling. And some monstrosity. What is it, Dave?
I don't know. I haven't worked it out yet.
Oh, it looks like a Mitsubishi, some description. What them door handles look like. Mitsubishi L200. Just, I must have forgotten this model.
I don't think they produced one. That was it.
Is it just did the one, he didn't ever caught on. So.
No.
What on earth is that? It's like something out of that film, Cars, isn't it? Is that what it's supposed to be?
Death Race.
Yeah.
A film called Death Race.
Death Race. Strange one. It's got no reserve on it. Not sure we want to drive around in it or not. Blimey. Anyway, that's not really what we're looking at. Old Rover Sterling. I wouldn't, well, I would buy it if it was cheap, but it's not going to be cheap, is it? But this is more just for myself and my own nostalgia. Rover 800. It's a Sterling automatic, so it probably will have, it's quite late on a V, so this is just before 75 production started. But it's got KV6 in. I think the early ones had Honda units in, but this one is the KV6 quad cam. Which is not a bad engine. Did used to like throwing a cam belt though. Love throwing a cam belt. Obviously the one you really want was the V10 2-litre turbo. Beast. That is a lovely old car. Now, if it was under £100 I'd be very tempted by that. The wife would be very happy to come home in that, but I'd love it. Here comes the old Sterling. Oh, she's a beauty. An absolute beauty.
So there we go, next car in, ladies and gentlemen, lot 389 there is the 1999 Rover Sterling Auto. In May this year it came with a full service including timing belts there, all 7 new tyres, total cost nearly £1,600 there. And it's driven less than 400 miles. It's an automatic from a deceased estate lease, coming a rare car. It is literally a V6 fast hatchback this, where are we going to go on this then? 2.6 on this for this one now, then 2006 bid. That 2.6 up in there, then look at 7 quick anyway, there's a 2.6. That 2,600 pound up in there, then a 2.6. Look at 7 Darcy quick anyway, there's a 2.6. That 2007. That 2.7 up in here now, then 2007. Look at 8 quick anyway, 2.8. That 2,800 pound up in there now, then a 2.8 with a 9 quick anyway, there's a 2.29. That 2.9 up in there now, then 2009. Look at 3 was E, with a 2.9. At 2,900 pound with there, at 2,900 pound and 3, at 3,000 pound bid, at 3,000 pound up it in, at 1, at 3,1, at 3,1 up it in, at 3,001, at 3,1 up it there, at 3,001 up it there, at 1, 2, 3, 2 up it there, 3, 2, 3, 3, at 3, 3 up it there, at 3, 3, 3, 4, that's what you want it, at 3, 4 up it, 3, 5, at 3,500 pound up it there, at 3, 5, at 3,500 on 6, 3, 6, at 3, 6 bid now, then 3,6, at 3, 6 up it in, now it's on 5, now Mike comes up going once, 3, 6 it is now going twice, it's yours now, 3,006 it is, 3, 6, that's yours into there, thank you. Wow, what can we say about this one? Lots of 390 there, the Mitsubishi L2.
Right. Next one is well, this monstrosity. Mitsubishi. Might take out the rostrum in a minute. Oh no, he's made it.
I'm sure it was
underneath all that is a Mitsubishi L200. What if you peeled it all off, is it still there? Mitsubishi L200. Yeah.
Only one of you.
Take all the body kit off. Falcon.
Body kit put on this one.
It's got a body kit on it apparently.
We've got commission interest in this one. Oh, come on, it's 600 on 700 on commission. That's 700 pounds for this one now, 800, 900 with me, 1,000 with me, 1,000 with me there, but 1,000 on bid. 1,000 pounds, 11, 12, 13 with me, 14 with me, 14 with me, 14.
That's only a bit like in drainage.
1,600, 1,600 pounds on this, 1,700.
Well, that's on the road.
1,800 pounds on this one. This one for you, bitch. 1,900, 1,900 pounds, 2,000, 2,000 pounds, 2,1, 2,1 up it. This one for you. 2,1 up it there. That 2-2's ignoring it. 2-3. That 2-3 one for you. 2-4. That 2-4 I've been there now. That 2-4. That 2-4 I've been 2-5. That 2-5 I've been there 2-6. That 2,600 I've been there now.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, there's a lot of people out there with a sense of humour.
That 2-6 I've been there now. That 2,600.
A lot of people have that, like rental thing.
2-6. That 2-6 going overseas.
Yeah, it's an ornament, isn't it?
That 2-6. That 2-6.
We'll do rental one.
That 2006. That 2-6 I've been there. Surely that's not in the 2006 and it's now going once. £2,600 is going twice. Last time it's done there 2006. 2-6.
I bet the bloke who pulled that in was gone, I can't believe I did 2,600 quid. And neither can I. I've even got matching red leather and dash. Well oiled.
Right, another auction video completed. So, what do you think of those classic cars we saw in that video? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. My view, for what it is worth, I thought they were a little bit dear, to be honest. It was quite an expensive day at that sale. Now, we did come away with a car, as I mentioned earlier at the beginning of this video, a Ford Escort, which in fairness probably was one of the few cars that day that I thought was reasonably cheap. However, there was quite a lot of stuff, as we just seen there, that were really surprising me what sort of values they were doing. Classic cars have been a bit up and down over the last sort of 18 months after their sort of great spike that we had, or sort of inflation we had over sort of COVID times and coming out of COVID, where they just seemed to rocketed. But now they seem to have settled down at a new high and started, in my view, to climb again. Some examples I'll give you there, that MG Maestro EFI. Now, I know quite a lot about MG Maestros. I've owned quite a few of them over the years. A car that I like very much. Not suggesting that they were the best of cars, but they were quite fun, particularly if you got the 2-litre EFI ones, or if you're lucky enough, a turbo model. Now, the turbo models have gone for the roof over the last few years. If you want to buy a Maestro turbo, which they only made about 505 of them, then you will need to spend somewhere in the region of about 15 grand for one, maybe 10 grand for a rough one and a bit less for a project car, but they have gone for the roof like some other stuff we've seen from the 1980s. But the EFIs were always cheap money. In fact, I bought one, as mentioned in the video, around 12, 13 years ago, maybe a bit more than that, and said I paid about £600 for it, and it was in outstanding condition. Sadly, I no longer have the car. I wish I did, because it probably would be worth, by today's values, probably £7,000 to £8,000 for a decent one. That one we saw in that room was, it might have looked all right on the camera, but trust me, when it was up close, it was in bad nick. It was rusty across every single panel. Now, it wasn't gone, it could easily be saved, but it did need, without any question, a full respray. So there, I mean, even on the cheap side of it, you're probably looking at the best part of 2 grand to have that repainted properly, and like I said, even that is on the cheap side to have that properly done. So that one did surprise me. EFI Maestros are going for the roof, and I say anything MG-wise like that is going for the roof. I've seen some MG Metros recently as well that have been doing absolute Brewster money. Also, as well, we saw little MGF that did quite strong money, 3 grand. MGFs used to be picked up for a few £100s, you know, not even long ago. I remember buying a couple in the auction a few years ago, a few hundreds of pounds. I say they seem to be now doing the thousands. And of course, we saw the Rover Sterling, which did strong money as well. But the one that did surprise me is the Mitsubishi L200, which I assume is meant to look like something out of that film Cars. It was a very strange thing. I was quite surprised how much money that did. I wasn't expecting it to do 500 quid, because I thought someone will want it for some use. You could see it outside a garage or a scrapyard, putting it on show or something. Is it just a bit of advertising or something like that? But to pay what, 2,000, was it 600 quid? Plus fees is probably going to be near like 3 grand for basically an ornament. I thought was a bit strong. Unless they're planning on taking it all off and just using it as a pickup truck again. But if that was the case, I think you could probably buy an old L200 for a lot less than 3 grand. So I'm sure there was good intent by whoever bought it. I first thought that was a bit rich for, well, for what that was, whoever it was. Anyway, right, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you, chats, for watching this one. I have got plenty of content landing over the next few days, including another pitch update and also lots of auction action as well. So make sure you check those videos out. If you haven't done so already as well, please like and subscribe, because it does help me out immensely. And if you're not involved yet, then why not get yourself involved in the Car UK raffle? The link description below or the comment section, you'll find a link where you can buy your tickets. It's just £1 to get involved, and you can win our stunning Ford Focus ST2 or £3,000 in cash if you fancy that instead. Thanks again, chaps, and I'll see you all in the next one.